¿Sabías que a pesar del cese al fuego pactado durante la Guerra de Malvinas, Gran Bretaña temía que la Fuerza Aérea Argentina contraatacara las islas? A pesar de los miles de prisioneros argentinos en la capital, los británicos iban a tomar medidas si las hostilidades continuaban.
The 15,000 Argentine prisoners on the Falklands are said to be in poor condition, and certainly as the winter weather gets worse, the problem of giving them shelter will be great, without any of the 4,500 tents lost when the container ship Atlantic Conveyor was sunk. But reports that the Argentines were short of supplies seem not to be true. A large container ship successfully beat the British blockade, bringing thousands of tons of food in early May, and transport planes were landing at Stanley up to last weekend. But just to ease the burden of looking after the Argentines, Britain will want to ship many of the prisoners home as soon as possible. But the rest could be held for negotiations, as the Defence Secretary John Nott explained.
But so far as the full repatriation is concerned, we must wait to see whether the Argentinians do intend to cease hostilities. If they don't, under the Geneva Convention, they are prisoners of war and we have a right to retain them.
But this means that if the Argentines threaten to continue bombing our positions, for example, on the Falklands,
yes,
then we will hold some of their prisoners as hostage until they stop.
Well, it's not hostage. The Geneva Convention is very clear on the rights of prisoners, and we will be over-scrupulous in meeting every single requirement of the Geneva Convention. As prisoners of war, they're not hostages. They would be in precisely the same position as, for instance, prisoners of war in the last World War. But where we have wounded, where there is shortage of food, where they're suffering from exposure, I think there we would want to get them back to Argentina as soon as we possibly could.